So, last week, our four adventurers were going through the dungeons. Oscar was able to bring down his hobo bag of bones and drop them off at their crypts. And, let's see. Along the way, they adventured around finding a lot of abandoned areas with skeletons to come upon a giant statue of a man with a wolf. And Oscar thought he could take the orb and investigate it, only to summon 5 shadows that fought them. To which Oscar died twice. Was it twice?
Yes.
Twice. But the team was able to make it through barely. And so they took a rest and they decided to go through exploring, trying to find the sources of the chanting that's been going on through the dungeons. And Oscar picked a good door and found himself stuck to it and found out it's actually a mimic. And that's where we pick up, where Oscar... Oh, and Oscar thought that he could make the mimic fall asleep, and instead made himself fall asleep. So Oscar is currently asleep and stuck to a door. And it is the mimic's turn.
And here we go.
Alright, so the mimic... let's see. So Oscar is grappled, and the mimic gets to make an attack on him. Let's see, that's adhesive, that's false appearance, grappler. It'll bite him. And he gets advantage on him because he's grappled, right?
Yep.
Yep, he does.
Well, because he's prone.
Or yeah, because he's
Asleep.
Asleep. Any number of things that are happened to him currently.
Grapple just makes his speed 0.
oh yeah, speed 0 and disadvantage on certain checks. No, mimic has the grappler ability, so he has advantage on attack rolls against any creature grappled by it. So being
nice.
so being adhered to it. So yes, so he does critical damage.
Is that critical? It just does 1d8 plus. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That was rough.
It's a little rough.
Where is his character sheet? I have it
I
open.
think that's
Oscar's
enough to
sleeping
kill
for
him.
good now.
Yeah. So, so poor old Oscar got bit by the big old door that turned out to be a mimic and is currently knocked out on the ground. It's Jorin's turn.
I'm very confused because I can't see anything that's happening to Oscar, other than possible screams from around the corner.
Oh, are Aiden's lights not helping you?
No, the
It's
wall
because-
is not helping me.
Oh.
The door is further to the side.
Yeah, I can't see around that corner. I'm just in a poor position. I guess I could take a step up, but yeah, I still can't see the mimic. I can see Oscar's corpse now.
Wait, is he not? He is on the token layer. Okay, just making sure.
Yep. Just Oscar's in a poor position in the hallway. This is about what's going on here. I ask my friends around me what they can see down the hall, because I can't.
I can't really. I can see Oscar's feet, and he's on the floor.
All right, me too. Oscar, is everything okay?
He snores.
Gurgle.
Yeah.
Slightly knocked out. All right. Well, I will ready my bow in preparation for whatever is down the hall.
Okay.
But that's about all I got.
Yeah. So now it's Romero.
Aiden, what do I do?
The door is attacking us.
Can I move through Aiden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that. I'll move on to Oscar's space,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll bonus cast Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
Do you need the sheet for that?
Yes, please.
And then I'll make an attack roll against the mimic.
Okay. Okay. And that hits. And then you also get your
A d6 more, right?
Mhm. Nice. So
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
I'm trying to do math. Hold on. That's 16 points of damage. And then
Yes.
and then a wisdom save.
Uh-huh.
No, that's
And
not
it fails.
yeah. So then so it is now frightened. So
Right. And so if it wants to be unfrightened, it has to make an action against my spell save DC to try to steal its resolve.
Okay. And then
Otherwise, it has the frightened negative effects.
let me pull that up for myself so I can make sure I have that. Okay. So then Aiden, your turn.
Ready. Let's just Stole the Dead.
Okay. That does hit. Oh no, that's a wisdom save. My bad. Sheet. Mimic. Okay. So it does hit. And it's been damaged, so it takes the second set of damage. Oh, wait, I realized I didn't do flavor text for you, Stryder. I was trying to pull up the frightened conditions.
It's a very afraid door.
For frightened, it has a disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while I'm
Okay.
in its line of sight, and it can't move closer to me.
Okay. So then that works out because the ability score, it always, for some reason, I don't know why all my monsters roll as if they have advantage. But okay, yeah. So he definitely failed the wisdom save. Since Oscar had the door shaking and quaking while holding on to Oscar, Aiden was able to toll the dead to it so it could hear the ringing of death in its ears. So it's Oscar's turn. Where is his sheet so I can make his... Oh wait, I'll do /GM roll. Okay, so I have that. And then it's back to the Mimic. The Mimic, seeing Romero right up against it, decides to... Can he make an attack on you while he's frightened of you, or is it just disadvantage?
He can't. He just has disadvantage on any attacks he tries to make.
Okay, so scared of you and kind of cornered against this wall, he tries to make an attack against you and tries to bite you. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does. Because I don't have my armor of whatever anymore. Shield of Faith armor.
Okay. So then it does the 12 damage to you. So yes. Okay. So while cornered, he ignores Oscar, who's still dangling to him, and reaches out and is able to bite you and break through your armor.
Stop rolling well on all your fucking attacks.
And it's Jorin's turn.
Disadvantaged, and it hits me right on the nose.
And I still can't see squat. I guess... Is the door still closed?
He's blocking it more or less. Like, which... Hold on.
The door is the mimic.
Yeah.
Is he still a door, and is he blocking me from getting past there?
It's a door with teeth.
Basically, like he's blocking, like he's blocking the doorway that he was in. If that's what you're asking, like if you wanted to run past everyone.
So I can't move past him particularly.
What happens to a mimic once it switches form? Does it stay as the shape it is, or because I just have that?
Did it swap? Because it can attack in its form, it just can't move.
Yeah, and if it changes to its usual form, then it loses its adhesion.
Okay, then yeah, no, it's door with teeth.
And I pace back and forth, trying to figure out what I can do to help my comrades down the hall that I can't get into or see down.
Can't you stand in the same spot as Aiden because you're a halfling?
Yeah, you just can't end your turn there.
I guess
So you
I
could step in, take a shot, step out.
suppose I could do that. I'll step in and shoot the door.
Yes.
Probably not very good.
Yeah, given the dark hallway and you're kind of scrambling between Aiden and passed out Oscar and Romero, you steady your bow and you aim and you end up hitting the ceiling above the mimic instead of the mimic itself.
Guys, I'm sorry I'm terrible.
And then it's Romero's turn.
Well, hopefully it doesn't hit me again. It'll probably fucking kill me. I'll just attack.
Okay. And that hits. Nice. And then does your one spell wear off? Is it just a one-time smite?
Yeah, that's just to fear them.
Okay. So yeah, so you're able to swing down on the door, trying to keep Oscar safe and alive, and you swing down and hit it with a decent amount of damage. They can hear it kind of like whine from the damage, and he's looking pretty beat up. So it's Aiden's turn.
So the door is like splintered and cracking.
Yes, and it whimpered. The living door whimpered.
Alright, I told.
Mm-hmm. So he goes ahead and tries to make that, and he has disadvantage. So he completely fails that and eats the bigger of the hits. So he hears the toll in his ears extremely loudly, and you can tell he's barely hanging on as a mimic.
He doesn't have disadvantage against it.
Yeah, these are saves, not checks. It has disadvantage if it tries to get out of the frightened effect, because that's a check.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he still failed.
Yeah, you failed either way.
Yeah.
On both of them, so it doesn't really matter. But
Yes.
just for future reference, they can do saves just fine. It's just not checks.
Because Tanner's going to use this a lot.
Gotcha. Sorry, someone put a GIF in chat. That was the perfect Jim Carrey trying to knock down a door.
And then let's move.
Okay. So then it is Oscar's turn. Okay. And then it is the mimic. The mimic, desperate to make it out of his situation, he tries to go in for another bite on Oscar.
On Oscar?
Oh, sorry, not Oscar. Romero.
Or Oscar's toast. Well, it hit me and killed me, so...
Yeah, so the mimic is able to, in his desperation, barely clinging to life, make one final huge bite against Romero.
So glad it was disadvantaged and it still rolled above an 18 on every fucking
Alright, so then it's Jorin's turn.
It's okay. It's almost
Okay.
dead, and then we can get you back up.
I have to attempt to avenge my fallen comrades. And shoot the door in the face again.
Mm-hmm. And this time, you are definitely able to hit. So, you're able to steady your... Oh, you used the crossbow this time. Yeah, you said...
I forgot I
one.
I just realized.
Hop rolls max damage.
You roll
Jorin.
minimal.
Minimal damage.
Well, technically, the mimic rolled a minimum on the bite. He rolled a 1 on a d8.
Yeah, and then a +6 acid damage.
Shh. Let's see. So then, yeah, Jorin's
Sorry, I
able.
didn't realize I was gonna have to be able to fucking block more than 18 on an AC on the first adventure we went into in this campaign.
I didn't expect it either. So Jorin is able to steady his crossbow and line up his sights to avenge both Oscar and Romero, and takes down the mimic for good. And you hear
At 4 health? What is this nonsense?
You what?
it is dead.
Oh my god. Ridiculous.
Quick, Roland. I'll take Oscar. You take Romero.
Alright.
You called him Roland.
Yeah.
Jorin.
Yeah.
Jorin. Roland is my monster hunter in our other campaign.
Alright,
Why did I think that there was a Roland in the game?
it does end with the same sound, so
Well, we do have a Romero and a Jorin, so they sound pretty similar.
alright.
Save our friends from dying again.
Yeah, both of them are stabilized and able to get up.
Alright.
If we're stabilized, we can't get up.
Or well, you're you're both not dying.
So we need to heal Romero.
I believe I can do that.
If the door's dead now, can we see past it?
Ah, yes.
I have performed the minimal healing on Romero.
Minimal healing.
I mean, I'm not a very good healer. Or ranger.
Yeah, this is part of the reason we wanted Oscar to take healing word. Then he didn't.
Yeah.
He's just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. All right, I'm gonna spend healing hands on Oscar so he gains 2 health.
2 whole health. Okay. So he's up.
And then, because he's not here right now, I'm just gonna spend the rest of my lay on hands on myself, and I'll have 13 health.
Okay.
Stop rolling above an 18, damn it.
It's not. I'm not even rolling
Ridiculous.
dice. Do you want me to roll physical dice?
Ridiculous. Every attack disadvantaged and they roll above an 18. Stupid.
Somebody's a little salty.
You want to fight the mimic next time? I just won't tank anymore. It's fine. Play attacker paladin instead, and you guys can be frontliners.
I tried that. It didn't go well. That's why I stopped following Oscar.
Oscar touches door. Jorin gets hit in the face.
Oscar picks up a broom. Broom smacks Jorin to death.
All right. So now that you've gotten past the mimic, looking in the room, you see there's a chandelier hanging above a table in the center of the room. On top of the table are an empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons, and there are iron candlesticks that stand in the corners of the room, but they no longer have any candles in them.
No one touch anything.
I can see something in the adjoining room where I'm at, Kate.
Okay. So I'd say from where you see in the adjoining room, you can vaguely see. I'm trying to see where the light really shows off for you. There is a wardrobe in there that I believe you can see, and maybe a footlocker.
Alright. So the box is the footlocker here.
Yes.
And what's this?
Ping it again. That is a crate, but you can't really see what's in there. You'd have to go in and look at it.
Righty. Do the clay jugs on the table look like they have anything in them?
No, they're empty.
Can we hear the direction of the chanting?
From here, you can hear that is coming. I'm trying to remember the compass. Like in the hallway above you guys is where it's coming from.
Okay. I think you said north was to the left.
I think so. I can check the compass real quick. Yes, north is left, west is down.
Do none of us have healing potions?
I do not.
Let me check if Oscar has accidentally taken some and forgotten to share. Sounds like him. No, he just has the orb. He has some spell scrolls. He has...
What spell scrolls does he have?
He has Bless, Protection from Poison, and Spiritual Weapon.
Hate Oscar.
The Protection from Poison?
No, well, that wouldn't have helped because it was acid.
Oh yeah, it
but
was acid.
the fucking spiritual weapons. Scroll.
For the shadows.
Oh, that's a cute rabbit.
It has a backpack. Sorry. Let's see. So, where are you guys thinking of heading?
Well, Romero, we should probably check down this way first.
Down which way?
Uh,
Into
north.
where the torches are.
Alright. Bet you come in here and get ambushed and die.
So, walking into there, Romero, you realize that it's some kind of living quarters. So, on the one side of the room, there's a large wood-framed bed, and you can smell that the mattress is actually rotting away. And then, and then there's the wardrobe to the side of you, and then there's an open crate to the other side of you.
Can I see what's in the crate before I get too close?
Yeah, peering into the crate, you realize it's open, and you see that there's 30 torches and a leather sack inside of it.
30?
Yep,
it's a box full of torches.
And a sack.
And what's in this here? Wardrobe?
the wardrobe is kind of open a little bit. The main thing you see is a bunch of robes inside.
A bunch of what?
Robes, like the ones that you've been seeing with the ghouls were wearing, things like that, and that the shades were wearing.
Gotcha. Is there anything in the leather sack?
The leather sack has 15 candles inside.
It's just torches and candles, guys.
Just light.
Yeah.
Could be useful.
I have 10 torches already, so
I have 3.
you guys can stock up if you want, but I'm not carrying it anymore.
Yeah, so I have 10 too.
Oh, well then I guess we don't really need.
Let me
Can I-
see how many.
Can I check the bed to see what's in it?
I'll take the candles then.
Okay. As far as looking through the bed, you don't really notice anything other than the rot on it. There doesn't seem to be anything important.
I'm gonna look through the wardrobe more,
Okay.
see if there's anything other than robes.
Yeah, you see the several old robes, and inside you also find a pair of iron candlesticks, and that's about it.
Fancy.
Throw them at all the doors.
Does this door bite?
Oh yeah, and I think I forgot to mention on the bottom of the bed is a foot locker.
May I inspect the footlocker?
It's unlocked, so you can open the lid of the wooden foot locker, and you see a number of items within it. Just peering in without rifling through, you see a folded cloak, a small wooden coffer, a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of alchemist fire, a lantern, and a set of thieves' tools, and a spell book with a yellow leather cover.
Interesting.
Could have used a lot of these things.
I would look to that spell book.
Okay, so as you take it out, you start to hear a crackling in the walls around you and realize that there are they on? Yeah, they're on the list layer.
Oh, great. Now I'm Oscar.
You're Oscar. There's a pair of gas that come in and appear in the same space and try to
Oh,
break through to
fucking
attack.
We're so fucking
Aiden
dead.
and Romero. And
Oh
they
my god. Are you sure that this is scaled for level 2?
Yeah, that's what it says. It tells me specifically that you'll be level 3 when you finish the final encounter in this building.
Okay.
Gasp.
So what do we do right now?
Roll initiative.
Oh, fucking lord.
Okay.
Oh,
At least we've-
turn
I'm gonna
tracker.
die before we even start the fight. Son of a.
Hopefully they're weak.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Hold on. I'm just gonna scoot you so I can give this a turn on the turn tracker.
Sure.
Why am I rolling impossibly on this stupid app?
No, push Romero onto the bed.
Okay. All right.
Wait, there's 3 of them?
No, there's 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
lord.
then-
Where's Oscar to taunt them?
And then I need Oscar to taunt them. Look at me, I'm full of life.
Yeah, Oscar does have 2 health.
How does he also get the highest initiative all the time?
Every time.
Well, he has good dex, and his jack of all trades adds a +1.
Oh.
Yeah, but he still only has a +4. Like, he still shouldn't be rolling over 20 every time.
He always has like a 19.
It's still
It's that
always
Mr.
worse.
Magoo luck.
Alright, so Oscar's first, so he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be able to
You're
see.
not allowed to cast any spells, because that's not what Oscar would do.
Can I play him a little bit out of character?
What are these tacos that are in the chat?
There's stickers that people can spend sparks on.
Oh.
Yeah, they're little stickers in chat. Alright, so then, so I'm not allowed to cast the spell is...
Do whatever you want, you're the DM.
Alright.
I'm not going to complain if Oscar is suddenly competent.
Shush.
What would be
Oscar
the
casts one spell, and that's the only one he's allowed to cast ever.
Yes, please make it spiritual weapon.
Oh wait, how does scrolls work? Can you just use it?
Oh,
Or does he have to, like, read them? I forget.
no, look it up.
Okay.
I have a DM guide on my thing.
It's always scary to hear when Maker's like, is this scaled right?
Is this Ollie not gonna die?
A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it without providing any material components. So then I have to check.
This is above deadly for us.
These two ghasts?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're scaled.
I'm gonna hope so, because 2 ghasts would be 900 XP,
Oh,
and an encounter for level 2 characters would be deadly at over 800.
it does just say challenge 2 for the ghasts. But I don't know if these numbers are altered.
You're about to kill us. It's okay.
I'm just...
We got it. We can just rest after every encounter. So blow everything.
We're gonna have to, because I already spent all my healing again.
Mhm.
I spent
We got
all
this.
mine.
It's challenge
Lost 3
mode.
points of healing.
It's challenge mode.
This is the darkest dungeon.
It really is.
Let me...
I'm pretty sure I scaled things easier than this for
You
you
did.
guys. Brutal. Oh well.
It's okay. So, spiritual weapons shouldn't be on the bard list.
I didn't think so. And then what else does he have? He also has a spiritual weapon. He also has bless, which he definitely would have.
Well, he's a spiritual weapon because of the scroll.
Yeah, but we were reading about he can't read it, quote unquote, if it's not in his class list of available spells.
Yeah, Blessed isn't on the bard list either.
It's not? Oh. I thought if Bane was, Bless would be.
Nope, one of those weird ironies.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he should have passed those scrolls out to other people, as
Can
per usual with him.
Can Aiden use spiritual weapon?
No.
Can anyone here?
No.
I can. But
Yeah.
only after I'm level 3.
Well, it says if it's on your class list, you can still cast it.
Oh, it's on Pally class list
Oh, okay.
for the Conqueror Paladin.
Nice.
I'm gonna say that Oscar tosses spiritual weapon to Romero as a scroll. Just chucks it at you. And shouts, "Hey, Romero!" and just throws it.
Okay.
So you have that, and then he's gonna cast Bane on to 3 creatures. Okay, so he's gonna cast it on the 2 ghasts, and then there you have to make their charisma saving throws. So the first one is the one that's closest to Aiden. Is it just against his DC?
Yeah, spell
spell
save
DC.
DC.
So then Oscar's is... Is it on the sheet somewhere?
Should be at the top, right next to his spellcasting ability in his spells.
Oh, his is a 13. So the first ghast fails it, and then the one furthest from Aiden passes his. Fails to save throw and makes an attack. Okay. Alright, yeah. So then that'll be Oscar's turn. And he is down a spell slot. So the first gas is the one next to Aiden, and he'll swing at Aiden since that was the one that he saw first. So he will try to bite him. Jeez. Jeez. And then he has to roll a d4 to see how much he subtracts from it.
Don't think it would have mattered.
Mm-mm. So,
Great music.
So I get hit for
Got the
15.
rules.
yeah.
It was nice knowing you, Aiden.
Youch.
You still alive?
Yep, I'm still up. I have 1 health.
So it's Aiden's turn.
Okay. Frick. I can't see this back corner. Oh, I see.
Are these real ghasts? Like they even have the smell thing?
They do, but I forgot about it, so don't worry about it.
Oh fuck, we're so dead.
Okay. Question.
These
Can
guests
I
recently
light a
showered.
torch for my free action?
I'll allow it.
Okay. This might be a bit risky.
I mean, this whole thing is dicey. We're
Yeah.
about to die. For real, like Kate's
I know.
laughing.
I know, but like
But
I
we're
don't know
so
what to
fucking
do. It's,
Okay.
I swear it's
I run to this corner. Well, no. Yes, I run to this corner.
okay.
Nothing happens.
Oh yeah, he should have an attack of opportunity on you for leaving that spot.
Yes.
And then the d4. So
I have an AC of 12.
okay.
Okay. Then I cast Protection from Good and Evil on Romero.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But this is concentration, so all my torches go away.
Okay. I'll just move him like into like a corner somewhere that doesn't help you.
Alright. But then I use my free action to light a torch. Alright. And toss it into the center of the room.
So that we can
Or,
see inside.
I guess I'm holding it. Because I
You're-
can't toss it.
So that torch is a 2020. It's pretty bright.
And then let me change this particular one. Okay.
And that's all my actions.
Okay. So then Jorin's turn.
It's time to load up the old crossbow and take a shot at this guy.
Okay. That definitely hits.
Max damage.
Almost.
Rolled somewhat reasonably for damage.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a D8. I was gonna cheer you on. All right. So then, yeah. So you steady your bow and you fire into the gas that was originally reaching out to attack Aiden, and he takes quite the blow, but he's still standing. So then Romero's turn.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself
Mm-hmm.
to increase my AC to 20 again, and hope that it actually fucking works.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna take a swing at the gas that he hit.
Mm-hmm. You swing down in an attempt to attack the gas that was shot by the crossbow, but your flail is unable to meet him as he's kind of like staggering around, still in pain from the crossbow. So then it's this ghast's turn to the side of Romero, and he goes in for a bite, and he is both disadvantaged, right? Disadvantage on attack rolls, and yeah. So he reaches in to try and bite Romero, but he misses him completely, instead taking a chunk out of the rotted mattress. So it's back to Oscar. What can Oscar do?
Cantrips.
Shitty psychic damage.
Yeah, he's gonna vicious mockery at it. So they're gonna have to make a wisdom save. So he's attacking the one that's been hurt.
Does a D4 of damage. Oh my god.
And he is not able to save from it, so he hears, this ghast hears in their head that he smells funny. So then it's back to the ghast's turn that was next to Aiden, and he's going to reach out and try to take a chunk out of Romero. And misses, scraping up against his armor, but not doing any real damage. So it is Aiden's turn.
Alright. For the engineers, which one deals more damage? Right, a d12 plus 3, or 3d4 plus 3.
3d4 on average will deal more.
Because the minimum is higher.
Let's see.
The rabbit's making loud noises. I don't know what he's up to.
Joe Bob for Elven president.
He's a halfling.
Half president.
I'm going to grease. And
Okay.
I'll grease the 2 tiles at the north corner, left corner of the room.
So let me see if I can get a grease token in the marketplace or something. For some reason, the first thing that comes up for grease is like an SMG. Why Google?
A grease
Halfling
gun.
president.
I guess. What does that look like? That looks awful.
Just draw it with your paintbrush, damn it.
I guess. Freehand. What color is grease? Like gray?
Sure.
Sure.
This color? This corner?
Yes.
And which other spots? Because it's 10 feet, right?
Yeah. Just the north ghoul. Not north.
This one?
East ghoul. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Okay. And then, so that's your actions?
Yes.
Okay.
So it has to
Roll
make a
save.
deck save.
If it wants to leave the spot or for being in the spot?
It's
Oh,
staying in
ends
that
its
spot.
turn. Okay.
When it appears, and then if it enters or ends its turn there.
Okay. So then it is Jorin's turn.
It's not gonna make a deck save.
I was gonna say.
Oh, it's currently standing in the area, sorry. Boop.
Well, it saved.
Yes, it did.
Fair enough. All right. Well, with the gas on the slippery grease now, I'm gonna swing with my 2 short swords at it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you swing with your 2 short swords at it. Unfortunately, the first one swings just past its arm. You kind of misjudge how much taller it is than you, but the second one does land. And you are able to do some damage to it. All right, so Romero's turn.
I will swing at the weakened thing.
Mm-hmm. And that definitely hits. All right, so then you swing your flail and you swing down on it, and you're able to do the final blow on this ghast, and he falls over, slipping on his way down as he thuds to the floor. All right, so that's one ghast, and the next ghast tries to bite Romero. And
Thank God it's disadvantaged, and I cast that fucking spell.
so he makes a strong leap towards you, trying to bite at you, being mad that it bit at the mattress instead, but still can't break through your holy protections. So it is Oscar's turn. He will try to mock this ghast. And the ghast will not find it entertaining or funny or hurtful.
And he rolled max damage too.
So it's Aiden's turn.
Oh,
Okay. So the ghast is resistant to the ring of the death tolls.
oh dang.
And doesn't feel any kinds of damage from it. So it is Jorin's turn.
Back to the crossbows because they're better.
And that definitely hits. Yep.
Way better.
So then this ghast, he definitely feels the damage as the arrow meets his shoulder, and it is Romero's turn.
It's gonna be my strategy forever. Shoot crossbow bolts through Romero's legs. Romero, never close your legs.
Nope.
Yeah, so you aim down with your flail and it attempts to hit the ghast, and it kind of is reeling back from the arrow in its shoulder, and you kind of miss barely by it as your flail meets the ground. So it is the ghast's turn again to try and make a bite, and he definitely fails. The arrow in his shoulder is definitely making it hard for him to fight back, and he's really distracted by it, and Romero's able to stand up against his fights. So it's back to Oscar, who will try to tell him that his tongue looks weird. And it really doesn't care. It doesn't matter what Oscar has to say about this ghast. This ghast does not care.
Is it me or have Oscar's jokes gotten worse?
I agree. He's his words just aren't as cutting as usual.
Yeah.
Alright, so it is Aiden's turn.
Dope.
Okay, so then wisdom save. And he is fine again. Stalwart against the Bell of Death. So, Jorin.
Shooty McShoot face.
That hits. Alright. And the Ghast, already kind of like upset about the bow in his one shoulder. You aim for a similar spot. Now he's distracted by 2 arrows hanging out on his arm, and it's Romero's turn. That flail definitely hits. So you swing down, seeing that the Ghast is distracted by having arrows stuck through his arms. And you do a good amount of damage. The Ghast looks like he's definitely trying his best to hang on, but not doing too well. So he tries to bite at Romero, and and stop. What? It doesn't hit you though. He misses. Anyway, so he tries. Sorry.
Savage.
It's hidden from the chat. It's fine. Yes, so he tries to bite, but he misses. He took the flail and has the arrows stuck to him, so it's back to Oscar. So Oscar makes some kind of comment about how he has arrows stuck in his arm and how he should see a doctor about that.
It sounds like something Mike would say.
But the Ghast doesn't understand what a doctor is, having been, dead for a while. Not really human anymore.
They have no bonus to wisdom, and yet they save on it every time.
I know! Only... So back to Aiden.
Fine.
I'm glad I made a good Oscar joke that is fitting for his character.
Blast.
And that hits?
It auto hits. That's just raw damage.
Oh, that's just the... What? Okay.
Yeah.
So...
It just deals damage.
So with these
Pew, pew, pew.
magic missiles coming from Aiden, the Ghast takes all 3 of them in the one shoulder that Jorin's been shooting into, and he's dead.
And the peasants rejoiced.
Hooray!
But yep. Now that they're dead and not, flailing at you from the walls, you guys notice that the Ghasts that now lie on the ground actually are also wearing the robes you've seen around the house.
Is there anything left in that box?
There's a lot of things left in the box. Do you want me to go through the list again?
I grabbed the spell book.
I just take the rest.
You take the rest. Okay, so I'm gonna copy
What
that.
else is in there that's useful?
There's a lot of useful things. All right, I'm gonna copy and paste this into your character sheets. So give me a second. So let me put this in Romero's. All the goodies he found. All right, those are in Romero's. You can read those.
A cloak of protection. A small wooden coffer containing 4 potions of healing. A chain shirt. A mess kit. A flask of alchemist's fire. A bullseye lantern. And a set of thieves' tools. So since I'm the tank, I'm definitely putting on that cloak of protection.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, are we gonna rest after this, or should I start chugging these potions?
We should probably rest.
Also, Aiden, I just put your spell book spells in your character sheet.
Oh. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's got goodies.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
how good's the chain shirt compared to my chain mail?
It should be weaker.
Weaker? Does anyone want a chain shirt then?
Chain shirt is AC 13, medium armor.
And what is a chain mail?
It might be good for Jorin.
I said chain shirt sounds like it'd be pretty nice for me.
Oh, yeah. You can have it then.
Chain mail is AC 16.
Yeah, I'm not giving that up.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have. Does anyone want a mess kit? I already have one.
I suppose.
All right, then you can have a mess kit. Is anyone good with flasks of random alchemist's fire?
I feel like that's something dangerous that Oscar would want.
All right, we'll give it to Oscar, despite my feeling ominous about that decision. Someone who can't see should take the bullseye lantern because I can see in the dark.
I know. Who Oscar's supposed to have the lantern?
He already has a lantern.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I thought.
So,
Jorin.
Jorin, you want a bullseye lantern?
Sure.
All right.
Sounds-
Then make sure you put that in your inventory because I'm just randomly deleting shit from this list that Kate gave me. And a set of thieves' tools. Who's dexterous?
Probably me.
All right, then you also have a set of thieves' tools now.
Yeah, one of us should start working on how to use them.
Yeah.
How much does a cloak of protection weigh? Do I need to do anything special to
40
use it?
pounds.
There's no weight listed on it. It just you gain a bonus to AC and saving throws while you wear it, but you do require attunement.
Oh,
Well, we're gonna rest anyway, so
so I guess
plenty
I'll be
of time
attuned.
to attune.
Yeah,
So I have a +1 to AC and
and
attunement.
and saving throws.
Anybody know how to change which armor my character's wearing?
How do I add to my saving throws?
That's a good question.
I can just change my AC.
Yeah, I changed my AC. It's my saving throws that I'm wondering about.
Yeah,
Change
for
changes.
Jorin though. I just clicked it and typed whatever mine was.
Updated it. Suppose I could do that. Feels like cheating. Have to remember numbers.
It's probably a 15 for you.
16.
Well, medium armor is max 2 off your dex.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Stryder. So
Yeah.
on the page you're on, there's save options, and at the bottom, global saving throw modifier. In like
Where?
the very middle box.
Yeah, +1. Yep, I think that's right now.
Cool, cool.
Cool. So I have a 19 AC flat. Which still won't save me from anything that Hop throws at me.
No.
Not purposely. Just the roll of the dice, the digital dice.
Mean rolls.
All right, so I'm gonna guess that you guys don't want to rest on a rotting feather mattress, right?
No, aren't the beds we rested on like yesterday, like around the corner?
Yeah, they're like We'll say you like went down there, and if you want to come back down here, you can like.
Yeah, we'll just say we went back, and then we pick up what in this room.
This one? Okay. And then I'll put him back to full health and change his spell stuff to be... up 1. His hit points should be max again.
Ridiculous.
Let me check his spells to see what he has, actually, now that you mentioned that. Alright, he has Identify. He doesn't have Disguise Self. He has Mage Hand and Vicious Mockery as his cantrips, and then Bane, Identify, Detect Magic, Unseen Servant, and Sleep. So, let me know when you guys are ready to venture off. I did see that Joe Bob said he was going to be mute for a little bit.
Okay.
But no, yeah, those ghasts were triggered if you took anything from the footlocker. I do like that now it's a known thing where if something's triggered an event, you guys are gonna oh god, I'm Oscar now.
How much does a potion of healing heal for?
Potion of healing.
Because I'm gonna hand one to each of us so that we all have one.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Alright, so everyone should have one.
Okay, I'll put it in Oscar's. I also realized he never changed his character sheet to say Oscar. It just says his name and character. This whole time. I'm changing it.
So it's 2d4?
2d4 plus 2 healing. Okay.
Do we all get a healing potion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I handed one to each of us.
Hooray.
Yeah, I was also curious. I was like, since you said the scaling's off, is it supposed to be for more than like 4 people? But then you got 4 healing potions, and I was like, Wait, are you healing right now, or are you just testing?
No, I'm just testing a thing, right? Like I wrote
A spot for
item
it.
for it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But for some reason, every time I click it, it still. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm gonna try not to use that.
Hopefully not have to. Okay, so whenever you guys are ready to start heading out, from where it sounds like right now, the chanting is loudest from the area above you. Do you want your dancing lights back?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, let me fix the radius on this one, and then, yep. And the rest of them are in front of you.
Nice. Well, lead the way, Romero.
Your health points are still down on my screen, Romero, for your little bar.
Yeah, sorry.
All good.
Let's go this way.
I'm gonna say Oscar's right behind you because he's a lunatic. Are you back, Joe Bob?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Not even trying to hide it.
Okay.
Have we been here?
No.
We've been at that crossroads before.
The crossroads was where the ghoul spawned. Okay.
Oh, right.
Oscar ran down the.
I'm gonna go down these stairwell.
Okay. Give me 1 second to catch up with where you are. All right. So from where you're standing on top of that stairwell, it's obvious that the ghostly chants originate from somewhere below the staircase that you're standing at. So down you go.
Yes.
Wait, this is just going down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was there a different place?
No.
Because we could go down the well instead.
We threw stuff down the well. There was nothing. We tried to bring the bucket up.
It just had water.
Yeah, and it was too small for your characters, I believe, because it takes up less than a square.
I thought it was bigger, like a cistern or something down there.
No.
Nah, I think it was just like literally a well.
That's how I select. Okay. So then I'm gonna... Oh no! I had you all selected and then you scooted. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. And I'll bring all the torches with me. And zoom out to bring you down to here.
Ah!
And this is where the stairs lead you to.
Interesting.
Oh, the stairs come. Okay, I see. Yeah, they come
Yeah.
around this way.
So, yep.
Is there
So-
anything special about this room?
Yes. So coming down the stairs,
It looks quite special.
the chanting in this area kind of like fills up this entire room, and you can finally make that the dozens of voices finally say something. You can finally tell what they're saying, and they are chanting, "He is the ancient, he is the land." Amongst the walls look like several relics that cultists have been collecting over time.
Oh
Kind of-
no, we've slipped into Castlevania 3!
And they're like tiny alcoves or niches on the wall that have items.
Can I look at them?
Mhm.
What's in this one?
I wish I could tell from the icons. They just give me a list. Do you want me to just go through the
Okay.
list and say
Yeah,
that
just
like
go through the list and we'll just say we're all viewing.
the items together as a group? All right. There's a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. There is a knife carved from a bone. There's a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel. There's an 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from a Nothic's eye. There's an aspergillum carved from bone. There's a folded cloak made from what looks like stitched ghoul skin. There's a desiccated frog lashed to a stick. There's a bag full of bat guano. There's a hag's severed finger. There's a 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy with its arms crossed over its chest. There's an iron pendant adorned with a devil's face. There's a shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling. And there's a small wooden coffer.
Hey, Jorin, it's your cousin.
Jim? Not Jim.
And there's a small wooden coffer containing a dire wolf's withered tongue.
Aiden, is any of this stuff safe to take?
Could I cast Detect Magic as a ritual first?
Alright, so casting it in there. How big is this room? 3 by 5? Alright, yeah, you're not detecting anything magical coming off any of the items in the room.
Not even the halfling skull?
I
Not
don't
even.
detect anything magical from them.
So, what's the coolest item on the list objectively?
Can I look at the
Halfling skull.
Iron Devil
Probably the
one?
coolest on the list.
The iron pendant adorned with a devil's face.
Yes.
Yep, that's what you see. Nothing else seems to stand out about it. Were you asking, do you want me to go through the list again, or were you just asking the group which one's the coolest, Romero?
I was asking you, what's the coolest?
I'd say I'd put a bag full of bat guano on the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
I don't know, something seems really edgy about a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel.
No, it's the mummy. We should take the mummy with us.
There is a mummy.
I'm gonna take
drag
the
a 6
dagger
foot-
because you could use that for like cutting stuff, and that's useful even if it's not particularly cool.
Yeah, there's a 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy with its arms crossed over its chest.
Yeah.
So not a
Dude,
real
I think-
mummy, but there is a mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope.
It's a monkey's paw.
Oscar takes the ball. Definitely an Oscar thing.
So are you looking down into that area below, Aiden?
I want the dagger,
Yes.
for real though.
Okay, you can have it.
You just put it in my inventory.
All right, I'll put it in your inventory.
And I'm hiding.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks,
You're
Mom.
hiding. I avoid whatever happens when he takes this. Nothing happens from taking the artifact. But yeah, so Aiden, from where you're looking, there's a tunnel that slopes down at about a 20-degree angle into murky water. And towards the end of it, you see that it ends at a rusty portcullis.
I don't see the portcullis. I see like a platform.
There's like
It's
the
the three
dots.
dots.
Oh.
It's all closed.
Here.
Yeah.
It's all dotty.
And it's closed.
Mm-hmm. You guys can take a look at it to...
Actually get through it.
Yeah. You guys can feel free to take a look to see how to open it.
I'm gonna go this way instead.
Doesn't seem like a safe way to go into water in a portcullis.
For Oscar, without taking the lead, you guys have time to think about what to do in a room.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go that way if you want. You want me to go to the portcullis and try to open it?
Nah, up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm going this way instead.
Nah, not a fan of portcullis.
Okay.
There's shackles on the walls.
There are. So then going into that room, Romero, you find yourself in what clearly has been a prison before. There's shackles along the walls. There's several alcoves, but any signs of any prisoners are pretty much long gone, except for the very back wall. There seems to be a human skeleton still in a tattered black robe hanging on the back.
Like here?
Where the X is, yeah.
What X?
Never mind. That's for the GM. Yes, that wall that you clicked on.
I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, there's a skeleton here, Jorin. You should handle it.
Me? It's Oscar's job to touch things.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know. You're the shortest one here. You can dodge if they take a swing at you.
A short joke?
Yes.
It's pretty weak, really.
Well, I'm not Oscar, so
all right, and then Oscar just steps in and looks at the body. Searching it, he looks through. He just sees that he's wearing a tattered black robe, but on one of his bony fingers is a gold ring that he can take for himself.
Of course he would. Is there anything interesting about the ring before he takes it?
Nope, nothing particular, just that it's gold and looks like it's worth something.
oh, I should still have that scroll, right?
Yes, you have the scroll of spiritual weapon. You want to put that in your sheet as well?
I just did,
Okay. All right.
or not. Guess it didn't save. But...
Okay. Anything else you guys want to look at in this room?
Doesn't seem like there's anything here.
Bring Oscar up.
I guess it's back to that weird, scary portcullis.
Oh, Aiden, from where you're standing, or where you were standing, make a perception check.
Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Garbage.
yeah, you don't notice anything in particular with where you're standing.
Fortunately, you don't see anything. Yes. Should we head down to the portcullis?
We could go
Okay.
this way, right?
Those are the
That's,
stairs you took down.
stairs.
Oh,
That's where we
okay.
came in.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm at the portcullis. I'm gonna shake it.
Okay, shaking it, you can hear the rust in it, and that you think that you could use your own strength to try and open it for yourself.
Guys want me to just try to break this thing?
That's what you're good at, isn't it?
If you don't see any other way.
Do I see any other ways?
Can you see into that area at all? I'm not sure where the dynamic lighting is. Let me see.
I can see to the back wall.
Alright. Because, depending on where you can peer in, can you see this spot over here? I don't know if I'm double clicking it.
Just click and hold.
Okay, can you see into that square?
Which square? Yeah, I can.
Okay, so peering into that, you actually spot a wooden wheel half embedded into the wall. That could also be a way to open the portcullis.
I mean, it's got like a wooden wheel. I guess I couldn't. Could I reach it? Looks really
No.
far away.
Yeah, you can't reach it from where you're standing.
I mean, it looks like there must be some other way into the room because you can close the
door from the inside.
the door from the inside. Yeah.
Oh, just try and force your way through anyway.
Okay.
So athletics check.
Oh, athletics.
Okay. So Romero is able, hearing the rust in the gate, able to tell that he can definitely lift this, and does it with a little bit of a struggle, but it definitely opens for him and reveals the room ahead. Oh, I realize it doesn't even have a dynamic lighting thing in it. All right, but yes, you're through.
You can do it, Romero.
So I'll
Crushing
put
it.
Oscar into this room. So upon entering this room, the chanting stops as you peer into this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. The featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chain octagonal dais that also rises. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls, and it's stained with dry blood.
Well, we made it to the bottom, and this place is not good.
It's not good. But yeah, all the chanting you were hearing through the dungeon is now done, and it's completely silent in here.
Can I try to turn this wheel?
Turning the wheel, it doesn't do anything since you broke the portcullis.
Oh.
Way to go.
This is your fault, Jorin. You told me to.
So, now that we can't hear
because
the
Oscar's been
chanting,
being
can we
quiet
hear
lately.
anything else?
You don't hear anything else currently. It's just dead silent in here.
Can I go look at this cave
Yes.
from here? I don't want to get any closer.
You can see that cave is kind of like a naturally formed alcove from all the murky water that's in here. Make a
Look around this thing.
nature check.
A fucking nature check? Okay.
Okay. To you, it just looks like a pile of gross, rotting junk, and you're not sure what it could be. Also, Aiden and Jorin, now that you're standing up there, the chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it. Where you'd expect to see faces are instead just voids. And they're chanting, "One must die," over and over again.
I don't like this idea anymore.
Can I analyze like the altar?
Yes. Make a either religion or insight check.
Let's see. Religion 3.
Oh, it's gonna be a big ooze coming out of that cave, isn't it?
I can't roll.
You just can't roll. Do you want to say that Jorin was helping you out?
That's probably helping.
Okay, then we'll take the second roll that you got and say it was advantage. So from looking around at the altar, and hearing the chanting of the apparitions, you can tell that it is required to make a sacrifice on the altar to complete their ritual.
Well, we have nothing to kill.
Who wants to be a sacrifice?
We could just not do something that's like outright evil. I mean, this is a dark altar. Why would we do what they want us to?
Fair. All right, that's a good choice.
Is there a way to disrupt the ritual safely?
It doesn't appear a way to. It just seems like as long as you guys are standing up there, they're chanting eagerly, waiting for a sacrifice to be made.
Are they illusions or
It's a good
real?
idea for me to shoot one of them.
They are apparitions. Jordan, did you say you try to shoot one?
I said, who thinks it's a good idea for me to shoot one?
Ah,
No, I'm asking my
your
comrades
compatriots,
here,
yeah.
who thinks that might be a good idea?
There's
Go
quite a
for it,
few of
right?
them.
There's 13.
That is a lot. Fair.
Let's see what happens if we just try to back away.
Just get back off of the altar.
Okay. As you guys leave off of the altar, you hear the cultist apparitions chant change. It goes from "One must die" to "Lorgoth the Decayer, we awaken thee." And this chant causes a shambling mound to crawl up for where the refuse was.
Told you we should have shot them.
Well, it looks like we found our sacrifice.
All right. So, initiatives.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, my initiative's always poor.
Why won't it let me add a turn to this guy?
The bane of paladins everywhere.
I know, man. I just wish I had like my war wizards +7 to initiative.
Don't worry, the ranger is worse. Who needs 17 dexterity?
Wow, he got a 1, but he's not letting me add a turn for him. Hello?
It's alright, it didn't add Gary's to the initiative order either.
Yeah,
Or,
and I was selecting my tokens, so I don't know.
Alright, so I did add turn. What was your roll? It was a 13.
He's at 13.
But yeah, this token's not even letting me add 1.
It's alright, you just know he's 1, so.
Yeah, okay. I'll just have to remember he's 1. And then I'll have to roll for Oscar.
22.
Classic.
Pretty much.
Still top.
Cool, we can viciously mock the shambling man.
You smell like trash.
You look like a bunch of bones that just crawled out of the water.
Okay, so
Oh, heart
then
attack.
the gifts. Let's see. So yep. So the shambling mound is here. So,
Give him the hands.
so it is Oscar's turn first. So let me see. Oscar will What will he do? I guess he'll cast Bane on it and see if that'll work. At level 1. And then he has to make the charisma. Wow. Okay.
Damn, that's one charismatic shambling mound.
This gurgling mass of plant decay and swallowed up things is the most charming shambling mound.
Wow.
Poison ivy confirmed.
Poison ivy confirmed. And he doesn't feel any effects from Oscar trying to cast Bane on him. That's an action, right? Yep. So then it is Aiden's turn.
Let's just blast him.
Okay. So the shambling mound. It's not even treating this like a token. Hold on, it's bothering me because I wanted to change its health, but it's not giving me the options. I'll
Maybe
just have.
it's fake.
He is summoned for sure, according to the sheet.
Maybe you just check the token and make sure it's like all its settings are right. Maybe it's missing something.
Yeah, let me look up the monster. What happens if I... Oh, that's not what I want to do.
Because like it's kind of a weird token anyway, because it doesn't seem like it's sitting square in the middle of all those squares.
Yeah. Oh, this one's not the shambling mound. Wait. It's telling me to use like one of these boys. It was like, I don't know why the other one wasn't working, but whatever. We'll use this guy. This is one that pops up. And then I can give him his turn of a good old 1 health. Or 1, not health, but 1 initiative.
Oh.
Alright, so then Aiden, you... Magic missiles. Yep. So the shambling mound, definitely you can see the magic missiles connect against the mass that is the shambling mound, but it doesn't seem to be doing too much damage to it. It seems unaffected. So then it is Romero.
Romero, use that fancy bow you got a little bit ago.
Me? Oh no, I'm gonna charge it. Does it look like it would be scared of things?
Yes.
It does? Okay, then I'm gonna bonus cast Wrathful Smite to start.
Okay.
And I'm gonna charge right at it and then smack it.
Okay. And then can you click Wrathful Smite for me again just so I can see it?
Sure.
Okay. And you reach out to flail the shambling mound, but somehow you, having had to wade through this 2 feet deep water, you kind of end up slowed down and your momentum's lost and you hit the water instead of the mound itself.
Yeah.
So then it is Jorin's turn.
Oh, is the water like difficult terrain or anything?
No, it's not.
It's super thin.
Yeah, it's just murky.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark the... it's just rolling for me on that? It doesn't bring the spell up? This thing is terrible.
I can look it up for myself.
I thought it would bring the description up. It just gives me a bonus 1 on my attack.
Gotcha.
Damn. Let them shoot it.
Okay, that hits.
Woo!
Alright, so Jorin's able to He points out that the shambling
And then I get hunter's mark.
Jorin points out that the shambling mound is now his enemy and launches a crossbow, and it hits it cleanly inside the giant mass that it is. He's able to do some damage to it, but again, even though it's clearly taking the damage, it doesn't seem very phased by all of it. So now it is the mound's turn. So it will try to slam Romero.
I'm so glad.
I told you not to charge at it.
Well,
It
if I had
only
hit
rolled
it,
a
it would have been fine. But
Yeah, it's not the full 18 to roll.
But yeah, so you take the 14 points of damage as the mound swings its tentacles down, slamming against Romero. And then it is Oscar's turn again.
I have to make a concentration save.
Okay.
So, what do I roll for that?
Constitution.
Constitution? A Constitution save or just a Constitution?
If you have the saving throw, then it's a save.
Oh, well.
And then you just need higher than a 10, right?
You need a 10 or more than half the damage, whichever is higher.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
10.
either way.
Yeah, so you're good. But yeah, so then it is Oscar's turn. So then Oscar will try to cast Bane on it again. So then he needs to make his charisma save.
Yeah, get him.
What? Oh wait, what's his spell save DC again? Isn't it
13, so he saves.
God damn. Okay. Yep. So he is unable to Bane against it. So then Aiden.
Could you roll any higher, please?
Just a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So then a wisdom save.
Yes.
So he critically fails the wisdom save, and he's
really dumb.
yeah he really felt the toll in every fiber of his being, and it shook him to the core. But he's still standing pretty strong. And then it is Romero's turn.
Yeah, well, I'll attack it again, I guess. And I failed.
So, having been slammed by the shambling mound already, you're kind of off balance, and your flail just doesn't connect. So then Jorin's turn.
Shoot her.
Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. You try to land the crossbow, but having seen Romero get beat up so badly, you kind of end up missing and hitting the wall next to it. Let me think. So the shambling mound, having felt the how I want to play this out. Because he can technically... No, wait, no.
Who thought it was a good idea to let Hot be DM? All she does is roll high.
That is true.
Awful time.
It's probably her. I want to be standing on top of this dais, you think? Out of the water.
I'm trying to look at the personality of it, if it's...
How much it's going to continue to slam Romero that's standing in front of him? Or is it going to try and attack the
It's
person
probably
who
just
shot
gonna
it
try
with
to
magic
murder me.
machines. Oh,
I thought I saw something about it being able. Oh wait, no, it might be in Death House itself.
Wow, I'm so glad I told you to prepare beforehand 3 times, and you just kept saying, "Oh, I already did."
somebody salty, they're gonna die.
It's whatever.
No, I was looking at it again and I thought it said that it moved in a particular way. I think it's just. Okay, yeah, I found it. Okay. Yep, so it is just gonna try and slam Romero again.
Oh hey, it didn't hit you.
By some miracle.
So yeah, so the Toll the Dead ringing through its ears has still been affecting it, and it swings and slams and splashes water around Romero instead of actually hitting him. So it's Oscar's turn. Oscar is gonna tell him that he looks like a pile of sewage. And the shambling mound doesn't seem to care what Oscar has to say.
It's OP.
So it's Aiden's turn. I don't know how everything saves against vicious mockery. Like
I kept trying to cast Vicious Mockery against something that was immune to psychic damage.
yeah, that was a while ago though. This guy's a little different.
I know, but
But yeah,
Okay.
so Aiden's turn.
So I told
Mm-hmm.
I put Jobobio in the dark.
I can still see it around me. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but it can't see you, maybe.
yeah, so then the shambling mound
The,
is
the creature living in the dark dungeon probably can see me.
But
So,
how
yeah.
far?
So the tolling of the dead is ringing through him again. He seems to really not be able to handle this well. Now he's starting to look kind of injured. Then it is Romero's turn.
I'm gonna bonus cast Spiritual Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the card for that, so I don't know.
Let me pull it up. Spiritual weapon. I'll copy paste it as soon as this loads. Wow, it copy pasted as multiple things. Okay, that's fine. Up. So you create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast this again. You make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
Okay.
So I hit it. Right? How do I roll for it? I don't have the spell card.
It's a melee spell attack.
Yeah, but I mean like
Yeah, I don't see a thing to just do a generic spell attack.
yeah, because I don't have any spell attacks.
Yeah.
Just
D20
your spell
plus
attack
4.
should be +5, right?
Yeah.
So just a D20 +5.
Yep.
Crit.
Yep, that definitely hits with a spiritual weapon. So you get your 2d8 and then your spellcasting modifier, which is that +5.
No, my spellcasting modifier is +3.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was your attacks. Okay, I gotcha. So yeah, so your spiritual weapon goes in and is able to make a connection to the shambling mound, doing some damage, and that was all. Yep. And then you are swinging with your flail next, and following up on the magic weapon, you're able to connect with the shambling mound, dealing that damage. So the
Okay. It now needs to make a save
Okay.
What?
for
What?
Wrathful Smite.
What kind of save?
Wisdom.
A wisdom save. For real? Okay. Well, I guess it's not frightened.
Damn boy, man.
Hard to scare a
Fuck
shambling
this.
mound of junk.
Fucking.
So he's not frightened, but he's definitely taken a lot of damage from Romero. Then it's Jorin's turn.
Actually, since I hit it, I'm just gonna say fuck it and go all out and hit it with a divine smite on top of it all. Is it
Okay.
undead?
It is not.
All right. Well then, just does take that. Well, without the dueling style.
Okay. So the shambling mound is definitely feeling it. He's definitely looks injured compared to earlier. And then it is Jorin's turn. That also hits.
Shooties.
And then do you still have your hunter's mark?
Yep.
it's something. All right, yeah. So with oh, you rolled max damage too. Nice. Trying to remember how to do math in my head. Yep. So yeah, so the Jorin's able to steady his crossbow and aim down sights and hits the shambling mound in a spot that Romero had hit earlier, causing him to get pretty hurt. So then it is the shambling mound's turn. And then having gotten hit critically by Jorin, he squeezes past Romero because he's a squishy boy. And then he's a squishy boy. And he makes an attack on Jorin for hitting critically. And then he
Don't do it.
So does a 9 hit?
Does not.
Yeah, so then he's kind of flailing angrily and hits the dais instead of you. And then it is Oscar's turn. So Oscar will again try to mock him. He will make his wisdom save. And this time Oscar's words are able to make the shambling mound feel bad. And he does. Max damage!
Viciously knocked from
And then Aiden's turn.
Let's back up. Toe.
Okay. And then he tries to save from it and is able to. So while he got hurt by Oscar's words, the Toll of the Dead did not affect him. And then it's Romero's turn.
Alright, I'll attack with the spiritual weapon.
Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. The spiritual weapon kind of swings past the shambling mound. And your flail also is unable to connect to the creature as it's kind of squeezed past you. Then it's Jorin's turn.
Well, since he is up in my face now, it's a short sword time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and those both connect.
And where's the button for Hunter's Mark?
Nice. So then, as a pretty decent blow to the shambling mound, it looks visibly upset, having taken the damage it does. And on its turn, rather than trying to fight off anymore, having taken so much damage, he decides to try to flee back into a corner, back into the refuse pile that he was in. So then that would give Jorin an attack of opportunity.
Roll. Is it advanced? No. It's just
No,
regular.
yeah. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. And he kind of crawls back into here, and he crawls back away into his refuse and disappears. But with him disappearing, you also notice that the chanting from the apparitions stops, and the apparitions themselves disappear.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna go look at where he went.
You can still see him in the refuse pile. Are you gonna try and poke him some more?
Well, he's not dead yet.
Okay. I mean, but that would be, you've used your actions, right? Or no, it's back to Oscar. It's up to you guys if, I mean, you would still be able to. No, it was a Shambling Mound's turn.
Yeah. That was. He ran away.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys want to remain in combat with it?
I don't know. We lost Romero for a minute. I don't know if he.
So is it
he was
alive
dead.
or dead?
It's still alive, but he's like not actively fighting. He's trying to crawl back into his pile of refuse that he lived in.
Oh.
I mean, don't think leaving it alive is a good thing. It seems like a dangerous thing to have in this house, and is something that these cultists are using to sacrifice.
Maker, what's your opinion?
Well, this thing has inspired a bunch of evil ghouls to worship it, and so it should probably be put on the ground.
Okay. Well then, I'm sure Oscar would end up agreeing, so it's Oscar's turn. Let's see, where's his character sheet? So he's gonna try and Vicious Mockery, Wisdom, and fails from it and takes the few points of damage from it. And then it is Aiden's turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Mhm.
Blast.
And then, oops, I rolled twice, but it still passed both times. So, so yeah. So as much as you try to ring the bell of death in its ears, it doesn't seem to be hearing it at all. And it's Romero's turn, if he's back. All right. Actually, I'm gonna give you advantage on that since he's busy trying to crawl back into his refuse. Ooh, it still doesn't hit. So,
Alright, well, still fucking have spiritual weapon, right?
yeah. Yep, that definitely hits. So then that's the D8 plus your 3. Yep. So then he takes that damage from the spiritual weapon as he's trying to crawl away. You can tell he's pretty hurt. And he spends his actions just trying to burrow away back into the refuse, trying to keep himself alive. And it's
Don't I get to go before he does?
Yes, you do. My bad. I hit next one too many times on the turn tracker.
Shooties.
That definitely hits.
Oh.
Yep. So the Shambling Mound's definitely visibly in a lot of pain as it's burying down, and it's spending his action to try and get as deep into the murky water as it can in that alcove. So then Oscar decides to make fun of him for living in such a trashy place. And the Shambling Mound does not appreciate it while he's trying to bury himself away. And his feelings are hurt. And then it's Aiden's turn.
Finish him, Aiden.
Yep. And with those final magic missiles, it hits one of the tentacles of the Shambling Mound. And he is super dead.
Woo.
Yep. So all the chanting and all the noises you guys are hearing earlier are completely gone.
Well, then that was creepy. Wait, search his pile of refuse for anything interesting.
You search through, all you get is just rot and bad smells. Nothing standing out as anything you can take for yourself.
Guys, it's just gross back there.
Well, I guess we handled the monster in the basement. We can leave now, right?
Yeah.
Seems like that could be it.
Nothing else happens?
Nope, nothing else is happening right now.
Alright, then I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So you guys just gonna head like straight back upstairs?
Yeah? Is there somewhere else we could go?
No, I was just wondering which path do you want to take upstairs? You want to take the stairs that you took down or the trap door that you found?
Trapdoor seems the easiest way out of the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll take your characters back onto there.
Or do we want to go back to where the kids were ghosts we left? Because they're the ones that asked us to go down there.
I suppose we could visit them.
Okay, so that would mean for that it would be faster for you guys to take the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say that you guys come back up the secret staircase. That was like here. Are you guys all on the board? I just want to make sure.
I'm here.
Yeah. I
Think
seem
so.
to be here.
Okay, just want to make sure that you're all still there. All right, so then roll initiative.
What? This was a terrible decision. I'm sorry. I won't go for initiative though.
Aiden,
Mm-hmm.
roll initiative.
Oh.
Initiative. Add turn. He's at a 9. So then sort descending. So, okay. So as you guys are starting to come up the stairs and you walk through the areas of the house, you start to notice some things have changed. So, Jorin, you walking back into that room that had the bones in it, and you realize that all the windows that were once there are bricked up completely.
Well, that's weird.
Any doors that you would all have to go through have all been replaced by slashing scythe blades. So, Aiden, I'm gonna scoot you back and say, like,
Okay.
Through the staircase, it was safe, but through any open door, any place that has like the door symbols on them are now scythe blades. And then the room that you are in right now has a stove in it, so there is poisonous black smoke filling the room.
Sorry for taking this idea.
Oh dang.
I'm gonna drink this health potion now.
Yep.
So the door here is completely replaced by scythe blades across it.
Yes. So to get through it, you either try to jump through it at the right timing, or you can kind of study it to find the optimal time to get through it.
How are they swinging? They just come down? Or are they coming across? What?
Left to right.
Can I like shove one of these pieces of furniture to block it?
Yeah, go for it. I guess make a strength check to make sure you can lodge it in a spot that would hold back the blade.
Flat strength or
Athletics. So you push the furniture through, but the slashing blade just pushes it out of the way instead of lodging it into the blade's way. It kind of just pushes it back out.
Oh, that was my idea.
Like, how fast are they swiping back and forth?
They're a decent speed. Like, there's enough gaps that you can definitely take advantage of it, but by jumping through at the right timing. So it's not so fast that it's impossible.
Is it like covering the entire doorway?
For the most part, yeah.
So like I can't crawl under this.
No.
Well, judging from the black smoke filling the rest of this, I think I want to jump through.
Okay. Acrobatics check. Yep, and you're able to pass through just fine, unscathed.
Whoa. So you guys, it's easy.
What do you see on the other side, though?
On the other side, you see that all the other doors that you've been through previously are also just slashing blades.
Well, can I see through this one into the kids' room? Are they there?
Yeah, looking in, you no longer see the ghosts that were once there.
Guys, this was a terrible idea.
Well, it happens.
Can I search around, see if there's any way I can stop the blades from the outside? From here?
There is no clear way to stop them. It's as if they're moving completely free of mechanical means.
They're jerks.
Are we doing turn order or no?
Yeah. So then Aiden.
Oh, it's my turn.
Mhm.
Can I check out the stove at all? Like,
All you can tell is that it's just pushing out black poisonous smoke from it.
there's no way to block it, though.
Nope.
All right.
It's as if
I
the
guess I
house... Yeah, it's as if the house itself is attacking you guys.
Well, then I take my chance with these blades. I try to wait for the correct timing and then jump.
Okay. Doing it that way, you make an intelligence check. Unfortunately, you're unable to pass, so as you jump through, you take 2d10 slashing.
What is with all the 15s?
I don't know.
I swear.
But you're
Again,
on the other side.
Okay.
Right.
So, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Okay, so then it is Oscar's turn. Oscar will use his acrobatics to jump through. And he's able to do it successfully. And moves ahead where Aiden is. So then Romero.
can I try to use my shield to get through the doorway without getting hit?
Yeah, I'll give you an advantage on your on a dexterity or acrobatics. Or actually, since you're holding the shield up and jumping through, I'll give you athletics. Okay, yeah, you pass through unharmed.
See, guys, told you it was no big deal.
There's a lot of
Sorry.
doors between us and the entrance, though.
Sorry, Aiden. Are there? I thought once you got on the stairs, we were okay.
You're in the attic.
Yeah, we have
got
to go
this door,
3 floors down.
and then 2 stairs before the entrance. If I remember right. So we got 3 doors.
But I thought none of this. Were there? There weren't any stairs on any of the doors. Like,
No, but at the entranceway.
oh, at the entranceway to the attic, and the door. Yeah. Ooh.
Yep.
We should have gone through the trap door, like Romero said. Why does everyone listen to me?
So it's Jorin's turn. So,
Aren't you supposed to be the guide, Jorin? Why wouldn't we listen to you?
Fair. Never claimed I was making good decisions. All right.
yeah, this is the door to the stairs. Yeah.
There must be some other way.
Jump through.
You make it, Yep. Make your acrobatics check.
Oof.
Unfortunately, you got pretty cocky when it came to the first set of doors. So, you get hit a lot.
So much damage.
Why shouldn't be allowed to roll anything?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
This is why I said I don't understand why we picked her to be DM. She doesn't do anything but like above 60%.
Ouch. I am going to tumble down the stairs after getting hit.
Yeah, like...
Ouch.
So then Aiden...
She's notorious for rolling like max damage on stuff.
Why didn't you warn us of that?
So dangerous.
Yeah, Aiden, it's your turn.
Okay, I cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
Oh. And chug a healing potion. What's that?
It's a 2d4 plus 2. Oh, you did
Yeah,
2d4
you said
equals.
equals.
Oh, well, then it'd be 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know you could do a 2d4 equals. When would you ever want a number to equal?
I think if it's the equals, then it's saying successes. So like if it equals 2, it's a success.
How many 2d4s did you roll that equaled 2?
Yeah, I was just wondering what use case you'd have that for.
Probably like Arkham or whatever, where you roll a 5 or a 6 and success.
Oh yeah, because this is
remember roll d20 or d20 isn't about
just D&D. It's
Okay. So let's take a shot
Okay, are you studying it or just jumping through?
studying it.
Okay, I'm gonna say you watched Jorin, your trusted guide, make a huge mistake, so I'll give you advantage on your intelligence check for. Oh no!
Why is the save so high?
I don't know why it is. It just is in the book.
We have 4 traps that all of us have to make with a save higher than 13.
I'm just gonna say you did. You get through. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna DM
No,
call
it's
it.
no, it's fine. We have to keep playing it through.
No. Keep the
Oh.
challenge. How much damage do I take? 6. Okay. Okay, I'm through.
Mm-hmm. So then it's Oscar. Oscar makes his acrobatics check. Also doesn't make it. Is he fully healed now? Yeah, he should be, right? From resting.
Talk about a setback.
And then he did it. He jumps through and he gets knocked out before he lands on the other side. So then it's Romero.
I'm gonna lay on hands to heal myself to full,
Mm-hmm.
just in case she rolls a 20 on me. Alright, and then I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did last time.
Okay, so athletics with advantage. Yep, and you get through unscathed.
Nice.
Okay. So then, Jorin, you go from the attic to... This is the...
Is he
Why
not
isn't
safe
our
on
bard
time?
using bardic inspiration on any of us?
Does that work on saves anyway?
I don't know, but
Oh, I'm gonna assume you guys...
To the secret passage, didn't we?
No, you took the regular stairs.
no, the secret
Well, no.
passage for this.
We come out of the attic because there's a secret passage. up
Oh,
into
wait,
the
you're
attic.
right. Yeah.
Oh, great. You should have left us there.
There's no... Oh, yeah, you have to go through this door.
So I'm assuming the secret passage I can walk out of.
Mm-hmm.
hopefully.
Because that's not
Oh.
like a door. Oh, wait. Can you... Before you leave that spot, let me check something. I think I see a thing, but I could be imagining it.
And you burst into flames.
And the door grabs your hand.
You're stuck to the door. Let's
The
see.
shopkeeper's daughter is lying on the bed.
Oh, jeez. All right. Standing where you are, Jorin, right?
Yes.
Well, not in between the... Yeah, in there. Make a perception check.
Perception check. I need more monitors for this. Slightly perceptive.
Yeah, in your ways to look for a way out, you're able to find out there's actually a secret door in the wall here that you can walk through that actually doesn't have any blade swinging through it.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
There goes our
No.
DM making stuff up to help us.
There is a secret door. There is.
All right.
And then,
Yes.
what do you want to do with the rest of your movement?
Oh boy, I'm going to peer down the stairs warily. I think I get one more. I think I can get to there.
Okay. So then, Aiden.
Whew. Nothing bad happened.
Good doy. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 3 tiles more movement.
Okay. And then
How can you
Aiden's.
move?
Because you can dash.
I did not want to dash. That seems.
I'll put
Awful in this
Oscar
situation.
here, saying he dashed.
Isn't Oscar knocked out?
Oh wait, he is. So who wants to bring
Oh,
him or take care of him?
I can make an attempt before I go.
Okay, I'll say that.
I was too busy perceiving doors.
Don't trust me to roll.
Alright, well, you just moved.
Go move to your spot, yeah. And then Oscar makes his. Okay. Then is
I'm gonna cast Healing Hands on him,
okay.
so he gains 2 health,
Okay.
which means he's not dying anymore and can stand up
Yes.
on his turn.
This is true.
And then I'm gonna step past him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So then it's Jorin.
Keep going down the stairs.
All right. Do you want to go on the second floor? Or are you gonna wait for everybody?
I'm gonna go to the second floor.
Okay. Aiden.
Is Oscar not coming? Oh, he's up. He got healed, right?
Yeah, just now.
Okay, so we can keep moving.
And then I'll scooch you down here.
Okay.
And
I
then
wait by the stairs though.
yeah, and then Oscar he'll get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Say like here, and then Romero.
I go downstairs.
Okay. But so you're all on that staircase that also leads to the first floor. I'm guessing that's where everyone's headed.
Yes.
Boop.
Want to get out of here.
Then Aiden.
Okay.
This thing.
ActionMath made it.
You make it
Hey,
just in time.
sorry. I was here this whole time. Just had my headphones on mute.
Yeah.
Sure.
So first floor
You've
for
done it quite a
Aiden,
bit.
You've entered
I
into
I saw.
Indiana Jones escape.
and then Romero. I'm guessing also first floor. So then I'll put it back to Jorin's turn.
Alright.
Remember, these are the doors out, the double doors. So double the blades. That's for flavor
Double the
text.
Was it just one set of doors to the outside?
There are 2.
There's 2 sets of doors that I have to get through. And I can see that they are both blades.
But down here, you guys start to notice that the walls that look like exterior walls are nope, never mind. I read that wrong. Well, no, I'm fine. They're actually starting to look pretty rotten and brittle, and that you might be able to break through some of them.
I want to break through this wall where I'm standing.
This one or this one?
The one that's not a door of blades.
Okay. All right. So then, make an attack roll.
Attack the wall. Can I just make a normal attack roll? I don't know.
Just click one of your. Yeah. So that's able to break apart that part of the wall, but as soon as the wall breaks open, a swarm of rats spawns in.
At least it wasn't bees.
It's the worst idea ever.
How do I get one of their?
Should've known this was
I like how
leading.
Jorin's making all the poor decisions this time.
I don't know. I summoned the ghasts.
Someone had to fill my spot while I was away.
I'm trying to see. Oh wait, does that work? That work? Oh no! Scrolly reel. Why are you scrolling?
It would have been
around?
3 doors to outside.
Why?
Why it was only 2 doors?
Swarm of rats.
Well, we had to go through all the ones upstairs, plus all these 2.
But,
It's there,
well, I
24.
was trying to
And we have a swarm of rats to deal with now, Jorin.
So yeah, so the rats will roll their initiative. And then
She's just telling us stuff so we have a harder time.
no.
Like after all this, it's just like
But she gave us a secret passage for the first one. Lure us in for the swarm.
Oh, Oscar's at 2 health, by the way.
Fun time.
All right, so Jorin, you can oh yeah, you used an attack action to break open the wall, right?
I did.
So then Aiden.
I am not feeling very good, guys.
Well, I'm out of spells and healing because we fought the big baddie downstairs.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd need to take a nap after fighting him.
But still.
Okay, so then the swarm is unable to resist the ringing of death in its ears and takes.
So what exactly
first hits of
happens when he
damage.
hits this swarm of rats?
They just came spilling out of the wall that he broke open.
No. When he hits it with Toll Dead.
Oh, they all kind of like pause and kind of like squeak, having heard an unpleasant noise in all their ears simultaneously. It's like the desert war frog.
Oh, okay.
But like a swarm of them all at once.
A couple of the rats don't just keel over dead or anything.
Well, I guess. No, that's more interesting than just squeaking rats. We'll do that next. Because I realize the HP is like per rat, isn't it, in theory?
I'm just waiting for the descriptions, woman. No,
All right,
Well, I just like to think of them as like a human mass of just rats, like a
People
Voltron
shaped?
kind of shape. Yeah.
all right, it's Oscar's turn.
How heavy would you say these rats tend to be?
Heavy?
Like, are they like? Is a good amount of them like within 5 pounds?
I'd say no.
Oh, good.
It's
No.
it's normal weighted rats, just a lot of them. They're not.
So they're in the ounces then.
Yeah, they're not rodents of unusual size.
Well, I'm just so I can like
Get like
maybe
2
mage
rats in 5
hand,
pounds.
like chuck them.
You're just gonna magically pick up rats and throw them and hope that
There's
that
like
works?
100 rats. Oscar.
He's got a rat king on him. They're all tied together by their tails and they're rabid and furious. He's
I gotta find the queen rat in the center and just chuck her away. They'll follow faster, right? That's how rats work.
I suppose so.
No.
Oh boy. Oh.
And you also said I'm at 2 health.
Yeah.
Man.
Maybe.
I guess I'll just I'll keep my distance, and I guess since apparently magic handing one rat at a time away isn't gonna work, I'll just throw some daggers at him. Particularly
Okay.
just one dagger at I guess one rat.
So since Jorin's covered in this rat swarm and he's throwing daggers into him, how does this work?
He did really well on his roll, so I'm gonna say Oscar is apparently low key. He likes to do the magic tricks where you throw knives at women on boards. He's been practicing this for longer than we realized and was able to take out a couple rats simultaneously. So then it's Romero's turn.
Can I look through this blade door?
You can look through the blade door. You see smoke in the room, and it makes it hard to see what's on the other side. Because there's a fireplace in there.
I guess I'll swing at these rats, but I want to do it like helicopter style since they flail.
To try and like push off as many rats as possible from Jorin.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
just flare around near his face will be fine.
Yeah, that hits. And you're able to take out a decent number of the rats. Only a handful are left on top of Jorin. So then they, the ones that are left, one of them tries to take a bite at Jorin. Does a 6 hit?
No.
Oh my gosh, it has more than half of its
Oh,
HP.
no, I picked the wrong one. This one. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going with the first roll because I made the DM mistake. So then the the rats hastily try and bite Jorin, but end up nipping at each other. So then it's Jorin's turn.
Just flailing wildly with my short swords in the rats.
What did
You
they
have to
roll?
stop, drop, and roll.
Quick,
Okay.
swing your arms around like you windmills. Do the windmills.
They both hit. And you're
Puff out
able
your chest, intimidate them, pretend to be bigger.
you're able to knock all the rats off of you. And they go and they're gone. They're just gone. They just like
Dissipate?
slice and dice. Yeah.
Let's scurry away. Whoever's left.
Yeah. The swarm is no longer a swarm, and anybody left doesn't want to stick around.
Nice.
Okay. And it's Jorin's turn still. You still have movement.
Oh boy. Is the hole in the wall big enough that I can get out of this house?
Yes.
What can I see through the hole in the wall first?
Outside.
I'm going outside.
Okay. So you're outside now.
Away from this. This way to the front. I'm running as far as I can.
Yeah, that's the front. So then it is Aiden.
Let's see. So
Is it dark outside?
You guys have taken a lot of naps,
5,
so I'm gonna say it's daytime.
20.
Okay. Because
I
my
can
vision
leave.
is only my
So you're leaving
little
as well?
5-foot circle.
Yes.
I don't know why my mouse is scrolling like this, but move your character where it belongs. For some reason, when I pick up tokens, it's auto-scrolling up, and I don't know what I did.
I think I'm here, right?
One below,
Okay.
and then whatever movement you'd have left to you.
Alright, done.
So then, Oscar?
I'm gonna run up to that hole,
Mm-hmm.
take one last look back into this hole of a house that I have the deed for,
That you own now.
and just like, I'll be back. Maybe some clerics or something, but I'll be back. And then I hop out the house.
Okay. And then Romero.
I leave.
It's just, I'm done.
I'm out of here.
with
No
this.
words said. All right. So, where is? Oh. Okay. So, you guys have escaped from the house successfully, dealing with the blades and the hordes of rats living in the walls. The house no longer seems to be after you, and instead becomes really decrepit and destroyed, especially more so since you've left. It's as if a piece of the house has died since you have taken care of this shambling mound and dealt with what was left of the cult that was still living in the basement. You're all level 3 now.
Woo!
And all of the mists that kind of existed around the town around you seem to dissipate to allow you to actually see what's in the town now.
Oh, nice.
Yes. But, yeah. So you guys survived Death House.
Ugh.
Wait, it was called Death House?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we know this going in?
Yes.
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 Why did we do this?
Well, your characters didn't know, but...
Well, yeah, character-wise.
Also,